Today we're talking about Brecon Botanicals gin from Wales. So hey folks, welcome to today's STB Live, and today's gin review is the Brecon Botanicals gin from the Penderyn Distillery over in South Wales, in the Brecon Beacons, South Wales. And if you've heard of that distillery before, they are very famous for some of their Welsh, I was going to say Scottish whiskies then, Welsh whiskies, malt whiskies there. And they've also got a cream liqueur that you would find in some of your supermarkets as well. But today, obviously, we're talking about gin. There it is. Can you see that? Brecon Botanicals gin. Quite newish out on the main domains out here in your supermarkets and high streets and that kind of thing. Has been around for a few years though. Quite a lot, like a lot of gins. It's made its name for itself in Spain. Spain's a huge gin and tonic market out there. So it's made its name out there, and it started to come over into the UK around about 2014, 2015, off the back of an award they won, the International Wines and Spirits Awards. I think they picked up the Gin Trophy there, which kind of set the scene to let this loose in the UK. I picked this bottle up. I saw this in my big local Tesco superstore, so it is available on your high streets. I've got a funny feeling Waitrose stock it as well, but obviously you can buy it online, and I'll get into all that later. But as I say, Today we're talking, I want to give you a quick review of the gin and what the botanicals they use and how to drink it as a gin and tonic, my recommended serve. So this gin has got 8 botanicals in it altogether, 6 of which I would class as very traditional in most gins out there. So your juniper, your coriander, your orange peel, lemon peel, your cinnamon and your cloves, quite standard in most gins. The 2 kind of botanicals that kind of set this apart, saffron and bergamot. Okay, so they're the 2 that kind of set it apart. 8, as I just said, 8 botanicals altogether. So when you come to smell it and taste it, let's open the bottle. So as I've said, it's a very traditional gin. You're obviously getting your big hit of juniper and your big citrus notes coming through. But what I noticed when I was playing about with this is when you mix it, so traditional way of making gin and tonic, you put a bit of put the gin in a glass, bit of ice, and then if we're using the balloons, we would stir the ice, so because you don't want to stir the tonics because you get rid of the fizz out of the tonic. So when you mix it and slightly dilute it, then you get the kind of the bergamot flavours come out, and the spices. That's when they come to life. You need that tiny bit of dilution just to get those set alive in this gin. But talking of mixing it, now it's time for the gin and tonic. This is what you're all here for. You all want to know how to make this as a gin and tonic. So today I've gone a little bit different with this. I've tried a few different tonics with this, and I've actually found that works really well. Okay, Fever Tree's Elderflower Tonic, really well. Now the Fever Tree Elderflower Tonic is very different from an Elderflower Pressé, like Bottle Green's Elderflower Pressé. Don't get the 2 mixed up and confused. The Elderflower Tonic is still a tonic water. It's got that subtle hint of elderflower and citrus coming through it, whereas the Elderflower Pressé, it's a little bit sweeter, very obviously elderflower and big bold elderflower in taste. So again, while the Elderflower Pressé does work with gin, the Elderflower Tonic works exceptionally well. So what I've done, this is the gin and tonic, and this is how I think it works exceptionally well. Again, really large gin balloon there. I've made it in a ratio of 1 to 3, so I've got 50ml of gin in there and then 150ml of Elderflower Tonic, and I've just garnished this, I don't know if you can see that there, with lemon peel. Okay, not the actual flesh of the lemon, but lemon peel. That's what I think personally works really well with this gin. I think the reason why the lemon works really well as a garnish is it complements with traditional gins, lemon, lime, orange. They're the kind of garnishes that you want with those very traditional gins. But obviously citrus goes hand in hand with elderflower. They work really well, so that just makes an amazing gin and tonic. Really comes to life. So that's today's gin and tonic, Brecon Botanicals. If you want to buy it on Amazon, I think it's about $18.49 at the moment. Real bargain basement price. Normally it would be about £22, £24, £25 a bottle-ish. So I've seen it on Amazon Prime, Marks and Spencer's Food Halls. I got this bottle actually from Tesco's, so you should, on your big Tesco's, you'll see it there. So if you've loved today's gin video, you can do one of 3 things for me. That would be really cool. Just down there, that's the magic subscribe button. If you've got a Google account, you can just subscribe to my channel and get notified every time I pop a new video up. Just up there, that's my STB Live does gin. That's all my gin reviews, so you'll see all them. There's number 6 or 7 now, I think. And just up there, that's my website. And if you go straight over there, you'll see a really cool gin tonic and garnish download. Completely free. Just go over there. You'll see all the links and download that guide today. I've been Steve the Barman. I will catch you very soon.